Hey everybody, here we are, part two with Janelle Anderson. Very funny. I spent so much time laughing by the time we got done talking, I had to push my cheeks back together. Anyway, in part two, laughing with her, don't miss her bottom line message, which is where you get your worth from, that your self-worth doesn't come from what you do or what position you have in life. You just are worthy because you are. So don't miss that. And make sure you hang on to hear all about Lola and Janelle's Q-tips. So don't miss that. And remember, salty language, just like in part one. So be aware of kids who might be listening to this. But then again, if you've read any of my stuff or seen my other stuff, I don't shy away from that because, then you've got a story to tell. So anyway, enjoy. Here we go.
Right.
Yes.
But when I let that fully back out, so remember, that was 2018. My mom told me in Victoria's Secret in 2006. The corporate meeting was in 2003. Even with that confirmation, even with that validation, I took my humor and I stuffed it until the chaos kept coming so bad, so bad, so bad, so bad. I expected fully to come home and see people sitting in lawn chairs in my front yard with a bucket of popcorn going, not one more bad thing could happen to Janelle. We're going to sit here and watch this bullshit go down. Did you hear she just lost her job? No shit. Really? Yeah, seriously. Hold on. Episode 4 is starting. Like, my life was a spectator sport of you cannot freaking believe what's happening. I had friends calling me going, girl, I don't even know what to say to you at this point. And so again, it's like, well, I'm just trying to lighten the mood. I know somehow I'll get through this. And I would make it funny. And my friends would be like, we don't even know what to say to you because they were so worried about offending me or saying the wrong thing. And I'm here trying to make a joke so that we can all feel better, so that we can all get through this. It's like, wow, what could it have been if I wasn't the only one
Swamp.
allowing the humor to flow in my most traumatic long stretches of, like I said, losing all those identities, all those roles, all of those relationships. If it hadn't been all on me,
Right.
would I have taken that part of me and put her in a box for 25 years? I don't know. Where have you done that to yourself? Because trust me, I didn't invent that maneuver. Okay. This is not like, welcome to emotional gymnastics. This is the Anderson move. Like, right? So, I'm not the only one. So ask yourself, who are you surrounding yourself with? Are they
Mm-hmm.
supporting the natural flow of humor in your chaos? Do you
Mm-hmm.
feel a need to suppress it? Like my friends now, this is how cool it is now. I'll say something like at the pool party or while we're shopping in Walmart or on the phone, and all my friends now, they know they've signed a waiver. If you do something, it's going to end up in the show. Yeah. I will change the names to protect the guilty, or I won't. Who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But they all know now. They'll start laughing and they're like, put that one in the file. Put that one in the file. Holy cow, put that one in the file. And I get on my phone and I have a comedy file, right? Like, because this is the way my brain works now, freely, without judgment, without shame, without guilt, without embarrassment, without oppression. Yeah, there's certain things that that they're not funny and they're never going to be funny.
Yeah.
When I was picking up piles of keepsake dog poop in my dead grandmother's house, I'll repeat that, keepsake dog poop in my granny's house. As in, I went to open a box when we were cleaning out her house and it was full of tissues. And I'm thinking, I'm going to find some freckle Hummel statues or some kind of collectibles. I found some collectibles. It was dog shit. Actual dog shit that she'd picked up and thrown in this box.
Why?
I don't know. Send it, communicate to heaven and ask her. And while I'm doing it, And I'm like, not today, but I'll get there. Not today. And my mom, one of my moms is standing there. She's like, what? I said, at some point, this is gonna be fucking funny. Not today, but it will be. And it's going in the show. It is going in the show. That's it. And my mom is like, what? I'm like, Mother, this is a box of dog shit. She's like from Spencer's, like pretend, like what? I'm like, look, look here, look here. She's like, no, no, she did not. Granny was not okay, clearly, right? But that's how my brain worked. In that moment, like at that representative moment that Granny has lost her marbles and clearly never took the dog outside. I never in a million years could have imagined that she was stockpiling wrapped in tissues, piles of dog shit. So in that moment, in that chaos of cleaning out Granny's house, I'm like, this will be funny someday. This will be funny someday. This is going to be an epic scene in the movie of my life. The dog shit scene in Oregon. It will be funny. And my mom, because I kept just saying, not today. And not, it's not funny today, but it will be. And she's like, and just about a month or two ago, my mom and I were on the phone and we were talking about some stuff that had come up with her mom when she passed a couple years ago. And she goes, oh, by the way, dog shit. Is it funny yet? I said, oh, yeah, I had funny on that a long time ago. Sorry, I didn't send you a card. I should have told you. We have reached the funny phase of the dog shit portion of this story. Like, we had hit the funny. Because what am I going to do? What were my options? Yes, it was symbolically awful of the deterioration of this woman's mental state, clearly. But what are the options? I'm gonna let it pull me under. I mean,
Or make something of it.
or make something out of it. You know what? I've made something out of it. And now I got people laughing about the box of collectible dog shit.
Well, and it's an excellent example of this is what the potential of chaos has for us is it can define us, it can give us stories to tell, it can help point us in different directions. Chaos itself does have a value.
Yes.
Just
Oh
may
my
not
God,
recognize
yes. Say that again. I want the audience to hear that again. Say that.
it. Chaos itself has a value because it can either direct you in a specific direction, it can give you a story to tell, or it can point out to you something about your own identity.
Mm,
It does
preach.
in itself have a value. It's what you choose to do with it. That
Yeah.
is what matters.
So whoever's running the marketing department, chaos, they need to get fired. When did we decide that chaos was the enemy?
This is a great question because it goes along, I think, with people who try to downplay emotions or not have them at all. Emotions are important. They should not override you. They should not be what makes makes you
Yeah.
make decisions or how you treat people.
Yeah.
But they absolutely should be felt and dealt with because they're part of that chaos that's doing something for you.
Well, there's that study um that says the emotion actually only goes through your body 90 seconds.
Yeah,
So we're making these huge decisions based on an emotion that you're feeling and experiencing for 90 seconds.
yeah, it's gone.
Um, no. That's not this is and so what does that do? It creates a different kind of chaos. What because your feelings will lie to you. And trust me, nobody can lie to you as good as you can.
This is
You are the expert,
yes.
the revered professional of lying to yourself. And so a lot of times the feelings, some we let pass through, but some we're going to hold on to. Why? Because it justifies, oh, here, look at this. And I'm going to smear it all over this chaos and situation because now it's justified
Yeah,
my story.
you can use it as a glue, which is unfortunate. That's a bad
Yeah.
thing.
but it can also be oh, here's something I have to pay attention to.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, decided chaos was bad. I mean, what is it really? It's a lot of stuff happening all at once.
Yes. Yes. My mother asked me that when I was going through my umpteenth thing in my life. She said to me, she goes, Sarah, when is God going to decide that you've had enough shit that you've been going through? And I said, well, Mom, you have to understand that problems in life, it's not like playing poker where you get a certain number of cards. It's 52 card pickup, and you might get a couple cards, or you might get the whole deck.
Yeah.
It's random.
Yeah.
It's just a question of what are you going to do with it?
Yeah. See, that's the part in the middle. Don't be an asshole.
Yes.
I mean, life is that simple, but some people will be because they want to be curmudgeon-y, they want to be victim-y, they want to have their, and here's what we're seeing a lot out in the world, right? With the social movements and the online and social media, people believe now that their values and how they portray their values is their worth.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I'm gonna hitch my star to that issue, that wagon of whatever, and there we go. But here's what happens. Here's where it gets painful. I mean, you've already set a course for oh shit, and you're heading straight to it. When that situation evolves, changes, shifts
Which they do
all the time,
all the time.
and you have attached your, what I said in the beginning, your value that is untouchable. It is internal, eternal, fireproof, bulletproof, proof. You've taken something here and you've attached it to, you've made it synonymous with something that is fluid and subject to change,
Yeah.
subject to scrutiny,
Yeah.
subject to shift,
Mm-hmm.
subject to having a shelf life.
Yeah.
This is what I discovered when I was creating the value impact. It wasn't that we had the identities, and it wasn't even that the identities, the skills, the talents, the gifts, the beliefs coming and going and evolving and learning. That wasn't the problem. What I realized in the deep research was that when someone took their value and worth and said, it's attached to me being a wife, a mother,
That was
a
me.
CEO of this, and then that divorces you or goes off to college like they're supposed to, grow up and move out of the house,
Yep.
or it gets outsourced or becomes obsolete or just naturally runs its course. And now it's like, oh shit, my entire value and worth was that identity.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Now you have brought in an entirely different circle of chaos that is very painful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to get out of because it's a lot of society, especially in Western culture, doesn't tell us that our value is not because of it, just is. They absolutely want to tell you that it's this, that, and whatever, because they want to tie it to consumerism. They want to tie it to fear. You better go over here and think like this, believe like this, and act like this, because if not, then you're the asshole and you're the problem and we're coming for you.
Right.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, okay. It's a whole different kind of, it's like, how do we just hit the reset button, you guys? We can't do it collectively, but we
No.
can one at a time.
Yes.
One at a time, like spending time with you, right? And getting coached, spending time with me and getting coached, listening to these podcasts, going, what if I really started to choose to live a value impacted life? What would happen to my chaos quotient? What would happen to my humor quotient? Like,
Mm-hmm.
they're always all going to be there. But man, I can tell you when I said, and I let the humor come out, my chaos didn't necessarily change, like as far as the quantity,
Mm-hmm.
but the quality and the impact it was having on me daily almost evaporated in some cases. There are things that happen now, and I'm like, look
Yeah. Yeah.
at that.
Yeah. It is.
got a pea shooter and I'm the red hammer. Really?
I got to tell you a story, something that just happened yesterday. I was leaving to go to a doctor appointment yesterday, and I opened up my apartment door, and there was this piece of paper stuck in my door. And I opened it up, and it was to notify me that I was being fined by my apartment management for leaving garbage out in my hallway. I'm like, I don't leave garbage out in my hallway. I have no idea what you're talking about. So I tried to go to the office to talk to him about it, but it was locked. So I sent a message to the lady that comes and cleans my apartment. And I said, "Do you know anything about this?" She did. She had cleaned my apartment the day before. And when she took out my trash, which was very little trash, she had tried to go to the garbage room where there's a garbage chute, but it was locked. So she had set the bag down momentarily, and there were other bags there, and she had gone to make sure she could get back in through the staircase or something like that, whatever. And then she went back and grabbed the bag, but apparently she grabbed the wrong bag because there were other bags there. Apparently, I'm not entirely certain because I wasn't here. And she took that bag all the way out to the outside dumpster and then went to the office and reported to them that, hey, there's trash outside of the garbage room where the trash chute is on the second floor. So somehow
Well,
they
she accidentally
decided,
narked on you. Whoops.
yeah, she didn't mean to. But my point of the story is I'm like half laughing, going, really? And I'm like, this is not that big deal. But my cleaning lady, who's an absolute sweetheart, was just fixated on this and was so upset and was making phone calls when I tried again to go down to the office to go talk to him about it again. Because, I don't want to pay this fine. It's ridiculous anyway. And so I tried to go down there. She was on the phone with them.
Oh,
Oh, I could hear her. And I'm like, okay, I appreciate that she was trying to fix it. And eventually she actually did. She got them to not find me and leave me alone. And I don't know how she did it. But I'm like, it's a $25 fine. It's a little bag of garbage. Everybody else is having this huge fit over this thing. And I'm like, in the grand scheme of things, how does this matter?
yeah.
I mean, my perspective of things is so different now than
Mm-hmm.
it was before I went through all of my shit.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is something that I would have exploded about. I would have been, and now I'm just like,
But see, that's a gift.
yeah,
And that's a gift that you got because you allowed yourself to get from point start to point end through the shit.
yeah,
Problem is, though, so many people believe in the middle of the shit, I'm going to sit down and set up camp because I'm here and this is the only time I get any attention. I'm the squeaky wheel that gets greased. I'm the Karen, right?
yeah,
Which is really crappy because my best friend's name is Karen, and trust me, I wish she would be more Karen-y. Like, I'm like, come on, girl, you're an Aries. Like, come on. All right. Now she's like one of the most sweet, soft, loving, kind humans you've ever met. Like, if we're ever gonna have an episode of good cop, bad cop, I'm I'm the bad cop. Okay. That's how that's gonna go down.
I have
Yeah.
a best friend like that too.
She'll be the one bailing me out of jail.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll be the
like,
one bailing
yeah.
you out of
But
jail.
it's like, I love what you were saying. It's like, so she's like fixated on this, right? And a lot of people do that. It's like, I get her wanting to make it right
Yes.
because it wasn't wrong. And I find myself, I used to do that a lot, same thing. I have a huge, like, fairness, justice trigger.
Mhm. She does
Like,
too. Yeah.
oh God. So between like ADHD, being an Aquarius, being a child of the 80s, was, the after school movies and Schoolhouse Rock and everything was supposed to be, it's like, wow, no wonder Gen X is the way we are. You
Yeah.
did this to us. Um, and but what I think is lovely is how you said I went through it So how many people, I mean, I'm thinking about the people listening to this. Okay, so I'm going to invite the listeners here. Who do you know? Who's the first person that comes to mind? And it may be you, and that's totally okay. Totally okay. Here's the question. Who do you know that is living in the middle of their victimhood? And some people move to victimhood and they have set up and they are the head of the HOA of the victimhood.
Mm-hmm.
How can you, if it's yourself, get yourself moved along and relocate, call your favorite emotional realtor and relo, okay? And I am in real estate, so it's like I do it figuratively and literally. Yay me. Come to Idaho. Or if it's somebody that you care about, how can you call them forward? How can you call them through? Like what you were saying, Sarah, is like, I went all the way through to the other side where something like that happens, and you don't have to get triggered, and your chaos factor doesn't have to go and peg red line number 10, right? What
Right.
a gift that you have. But you gave that to yourself. You
I
didn't have
did.
to qualify for it. You didn't have to order it. You gave yourself that gift because. So here's the thing, here's the question for the listeners. Is it you? Is it somebody you know? So how do we get to call the people forward? Like you sat down at the halfway mark. Some people sit down at the 90% way mark, like they're literally in the doorway to come out.
Right.
They won't. They won't.
Right.
So the question is why? Like ask them with humor, right? It's a magnet. Ask
Yeah.
them with humor. Hey girl, hey, dude, what's up?
Yeah.
Like you're almost there. But what I see is it's a lot of fear of like, well, I'm waiting for an apology
Yeah.
until FedEx delivers it to me with a pound of flesh and a what, from whoever done them wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever story happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're gonna wait your whole life and you're gonna miss this beautiful experience.
Right.
You're gonna miss the gift, like what you experienced of hearing the joy of children, the kids outside playing street hockey. You're gonna miss Janelle's next stand-up comedy show. Oh my God, don't do that. You're gonna miss the happy dance I do when I eat tacos.
You
Oh
and my
my
tacos.
God, I love seriously, like Taco Tuesday is a thing in my life, like legit. The
Oh,
restaurant in my house has all day happy hour on Wednesday, and the little street tacos are like $2. And I'm like, bring it on. Like, it makes me happy. It's
yeah.
yummy.
Yes.
It's delicious. Like, I find the joy in all of the things. Because remember, happiness is situational.
Yes.
This event, this experience, I'm happy. Joy, which by the way is like BFFs with humor, so you like really want to get them together.
Mhm.
Joy is a soul setting.
Yes.
It's where you've dialed in. Life is still lifing me. I'm still
Yes.
running out of gas on Meridian Road, laughing my ass off, calling a friend, going, You're not gonna believe what happened to me in this rental car. Come get me. She's like, Oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like,
Fine.
Who cares? It's not a big deal. I mean, she's like having a meltdown. And I'm like, oh, we're about to have some church right here on the side of the road. Okay, honey, hold on. I'm gonna get the gas in my car and I'm gonna save your ass because you a mess, honey. You falling apart here. So we did that too.
Yep.
And it's like that lets everybody have the gift. But like check with yourself first. Where do you get to be that gift, that lit up humor in the chaos
Mm-hmm.
example for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your community, for the people you haven't even met yet? Because remember, there's 8.2 billion people on the planet, and I'm working my way through meeting as many as I can. So it's a choice.
It is a choice.
It's a choice.
It's also giving yourself permission, I think.
God, choose you.
Yeah.
Choose the funny, choose the humor, because there's so much evidence. Look at the mental health dumpster fire that the human race is happening right now. Everybody's pissed. Everybody's cranky. Everybody's offended. Everybody's terrified. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting here going, hey, let's go get tacos after this. Right? Like, everyone's like, Jesus, Janelle, the world is on fire. I'm like, ooh, okay, that's fine. I'll bring my marshmallow tongs and we'll roast them out after we eat the tacos. Because after the spice, I like a little sugar.
Yeah. I got introduced.
Me like, how does your brain work this way? One, consult the manufacturer.
Yep.
But two, I allowed it. I took the governor off.
Yeah.
One, it's something about when you cross over into your 50s, like your filter just disappears like a sugar cube in hot water. Like you're like, oh, sorry. My ability to give a shit has left the building.
I wish I had given myself that permission in my 40s.
Right? But it's fascinating, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your like where you're at. But there's something magical and you can do it. You can do it at any time. Is this really, really a level 10? Is this going to be impacting my life? Is this situation right now? Is this chick in front of me at Walmart who's being a complete bitch? Is this really going to matter in a few months when I'm sitting at the Thanksgiving table with my family?
At all.
It's not going to even matter tomorrow.
It's
So
not gonna
why am
matter
I
now.
giving her all this power? Why aren't I looking at the situation going, she don't know what I know. She don't know. Oh my God, that poor thing. She's all up in her.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm like, here, kitty. Come here, kitty, Pachuchi. Come here, put a kitty. I'm like, oh, my damn baby's full of piss and vinegar today. You're so precious. You are so cute. You should see the look on your face. You're trying to be all ferocious, but you're not. You're just a human, and you're so cute, and you're super pissed off in aisle 4 at Walmart. Yes, you are. People are like, oh shit, Janelle. I'm like, what? Everybody's laughing. And maybe it'll just break the mood enough for her to go, oh my God, I can't believe I've been such a bitch today.
Mm.
I'm like, hey girl, you okay? Because if the humor isn't there in the chaos and the walls are up, how many more people are suffering in silence that we
Wait.
could have got to? If we
Yeah.
just threw a little over the wall, like we used to go to the carnivals and you used to throw the hook and you'd hope you'd get a really cool toy, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
People are living like that.
Mm-hmm.
What if we just, you okay over there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing smoke.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of words. You okay? And sometimes that's just enough of a pattern interrupt for them to go, what? Oh no, girl, you seem not okay. I just want you to know that I see you. And whatever's going on, I'm hoping it is super temporary and that you laugh by the time you get from this checkout counter to the car. Because this show has been fabulous. Thank you for the entertainment. You okay? Do you need a cookie? Do you need a cookie? Here's a cookie. Like, and sometimes I do that to myself. I'm like, damn, Janelle. I'm like, oh. And that's all it takes is a willingness to go, is this funny yet? Can it be? Could it be? I don't know. Let me call Janelle. Hey girl, hey, is this funny? I'd be like, oh, it is, but like say it like this instead of like that, and then take it out into your group of friends and take it for a test drive and see if they're laughing. And then one person actually goes, hold on, sets the phone down. Hey, you guys, my friend's a comedian. Hold on, listen what she said. She said, say it like this. You can hear them all roaring in the background. I'm like, well, my work's here is done. I'm like, okay, I don't know. But bring the funny, you guys. The alternative is not working. The seriousness. There are things to be serious about, but even the most serious things, you could break through. You could have the aha in the boardroom, in the hospital room, in the classroom, in the car, in traffic. If you just went, okay, hold on a second. Smell something burning. What? It's my sense of humor. It's on fire. Like,
Are you
and
sure your
that's the
grandmother?
pattern of, you were talking about Tetris earlier. Okay.
Yes.
What if that is that one movement that allows one little brick to go clink, clink, and then everything else goes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
telling you humor
Humor.
is what's going to do it every every time. And if it doesn't happen instantly, at least now you have a friend, your funny friend inside of you, your humorous you, to keep you company in the darkness, in the fear, in the pain, in the bed, in the office, in the car, on the way home, hoping that when you pull into the driveway, the situation is different than it was the night before, maybe.
Maybe.
It's just enough of that pattern interrupt that can shift you into your next breakthrough. And then your relationship with chaos is like, bring it on.
Yep.
What else you got?
It is. It really is. I have gotten to that point, definitely. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Janelle, you were amazing. Usually I had questions, but
Oh my God, ask the questions. We didn't even ask the questions. We'll do it popcorn style, rapid fire. Bing, 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 bing. I'm an
No.
Aquarius. I like cats. Clearly, I like tacos. We've talked about that.
All right, real quick, tell me about Lola,
How'd you hear about Lola?
your website.
Okay, so Lola is my car. Yeah. And she likes to go fast. So sometimes I have to take her way, way out in the middle of nowhere. Make sure there's no farm animals. All right, honey, put her in super sport mode. Okay, mommy will let you punch it. We'll go to 120, but then we're done. Okay, go. So I got pulled over for speeding. Shocking. Got pulled over for speeding. Officer comes up and I'm like, I am terribly sorry. She was just stretching her legs and I told her not to. So I will take her home and have a stern talking to her. I mean, what would you do? He looks at her. He's like, okay, can I just check your license? I'm saying, yeah, I need you to know that I'm not like America's Most Wanted. It's fine. Go ahead. He comes back. He goes, well, you tell, what's her name? I was like, her name is Lola. He goes, well, you go home and tell Lola that she's got to not have a lead foot. And I'm like, oh, officer, I will. Oh yeah, so that's Lola. And then Commander, I mean, show some respect, sir. Like the commander is the Jeep, and it's like, well, what's his name? I'm like, oh, Commander, Jesus, like name and rank and serial number. Show some respect, Commander, sir. And then there's Buddy, who's the boss of all of us, right? He'll be 18 next
Your
month.
cat. Your cat.
My cat. You're like, how do you have an 18-year-old cat? Well, no escape, no outside kitties. And my job is to provide for his every need. Like I'll be here working on the computer at night and he'll come in and start biting at my pants like, come on, woman, let's go to bed. Time for some cuddles. And I'm like, I'm trying to provide you for all the catnip you could possibly want. And then he'll sit down in the doorway like, well, then you ain't leaving until you sold that house, until you posted that listing. I sit here and watch you. I'd be like, all right, buddy, come on. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's go to bed. Did you post that listing? And sometimes I've got up and I can just like see the way he's looking at me. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to do that one thing. I sit back down. He's like, keep working. My cat food is expensive and I like it fresh. I'm like, damn, dude. Like, it's a good thing you're cute and mommy loves you. We've been doing this for 18 years. But so, I mean, I'm happy to have him as long as God will allow me to have his 18-year-old self. And the kitty cat, Princess Mauser's, also the longest relationship of my life. Well, other than the box of Q-tips that seems to never end.
I have that with the
Oh, that's creepy.
Vaseline.
That's creepy. I think they're reproducing in the middle of the night, like there's some Q-tip vortex that I don't know about. I'm like, when did I buy you? Like 1997? You're only supposed to be 500. How are you still full? What is happening here? Like people say, oh, there's a shift in the timeline. I'm like, hold on, let me check my Q-tip box. Like that's like the flag, right? For what timeline portal we've jumped through. Well, Princess Mousers was 18 and he hated her. Like he was a total asshole to her. So now I threaten him. I'm like, dude, Princess Mousers was 18 and you're not going to let her hold the record, are you? I mean, ew. You're not going to get beaten by a girl, are you? So I keep telling, yeah, oh, I keep threatening him. I'm like, she lived to be 18. Just, no pressure or anything. Yeah. Yeah, that's my life. I negotiate with terrorists on a daily basis. And by that, I mean trying to get my cat to eat his prescription, expensive ass food
Yes.
filled with his drugs. I'm like, eat your drugs. Come on. Yeah, that's my morning ritual. Yeah. Yeah. What else do you want to know?
Oh, wow. No, you covered it all. And then some. I know what you mean about the Q-tips. I have a jar of Vaseline that when I thought back, I realized I bought back in 1993.
Damn. Now you just want to keep it and watch it. Like, is it actually going to do anything?
Is it gonna start to bubble?
Don't know. Like, will it ever actually break down?
I don't think so.
Which is creepy because they want us to put this immortal petroleum, what the hell, on our face and on our cuts, but it never dies. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that is not okay. Yeah. Hmm. But now we're going to put some sauce in it and we're going to call it Neosporin. It's the same
Yes,
shit. Okay. It
yeah,
is. It's the
it
same.
is.
And just because it's got sauce in it doesn't make it better. It's still the same.
Cost more.
Right? Now, oh my God, it's like the Abreva. You know, when you get a cold sore, get this little tube of stuff like the slap big. $20. I'm like, what is it going to do? Take me to dinner and order me pizza and cuddle me later? Like, what is this? What is this? People worried about the price of gas. I'm like, really? Have you noticed the cost of water?
Yeah,
Pay for water now.
pay for
What has
water.
happened?
I don't know. I don't know. I've been questioning that for a long time now.
I know, seriously. Of course, now the water's going to kill us, and so that we can't have that anymore.
I know.
You know, and the plants aren't kicking off the right amount of oxygen, so we're all going to die. And I can't go to Whole Foods because I drive a gasoline fueled car, and so they look at me horribly in the parking lot as I walk in from the Jeep. They're like, "Oh, she's gonna kill us!" And I'm like, I'm just here for the cheese section. You know, it's like you buy 3 items at Whole Foods, they put it in 3 separate bags because currently they don't care about their carbon footprint. And they want you to feel good, like you bought a lot of stuff. And it's like 3 items later, that'll be $117. Like, yeah, so can't I Whole Foods, if you're hearing this, I can't with you anymore. Like, we gotta talk, man. Like, we gotta talk. It's not okay.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you. All right.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get tacos. What are you doing?
Um, um, I don't know what I'm doing.
How exciting.
I don't I don't know what I'm doing. I'm leaving for Minnesota on Monday. So I am scheduling more phone calls this evening to
Minnesota. Oh yeah, don't you know?
I am a born and bred Minnesotan, so I know how to
Oh
take
yeah, that's where my mom's family was from. Yeah.
yeah.
And
It's
the Norwegians, though, yeah, with all the
uh,
the pattern and the feature pattern and all the things.
yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
My great granny was
Yeah.
a chick. She was awesome.
Technically I am too. But I
Yes.
tried
Yes,
denial.
you are. You are a total kick. You are awesome. Yes, you are. You should totally receive that without resistance.
Plug your business, plug your stuff.
Well, you can find out more about me visiting JanelleAndersonLife.com. We've got some comedy gigs coming up in the Boise, Idaho area if you're going to be there. And if you're just looking for someone who has some humor, who can help you shift your mindset so that you can reach awesomeness, whether it be in your finances, your relationships, your career, your dreams, whatever it takes. Because you know what? Everywhere you go, there you are. It all starts right here. And that's where I like to work. So if you want some shift with that, let's go. JanelleAndersonLife.com.
Excellent. Janelle, thank you so much for joining us.
This has been so much fun. I can't wait to hear all the feedback. People are going to be calling in, Sarah, and going, oh my gosh, I totally laughed at this today. Last week, I would have raged at it. This week, I laughed at it. Yeah, please give Sarah the feedback. Tell her how much humor and chaos is shifting in your life.
Amen.
Yes.
So thank
Thanks
you.
again.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us. This is the Humor and Chaos podcast featuring Janelle Anderson. Yeah, make sure you check her out online or at the comedy shows. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Well, thanks everybody for joining Janelle and I. I am Sarah Howard Nelson with the Humor and Chaos podcast. And if you or anyone you know would be a great guest on this podcast, make sure you shoot me an email at humorinchaos@gmail.com, or you can find me on my website www.humorinchaos.com. And I always forget that I have to say this. I am a certified resilience coach and a certified art therapy practitioner. And if you would like to talk to me about building up your resilience for the things that you're dealing with, make sure you get in touch with me and we can set up time to talk. And I guess I'll say goodbye to you all. I'm on my vacation in Hutchinson, Minnesota, visiting family and friends, and I'll be heading back to Boise in a few days. So, you guys have a great summer and don't get cooked out there in that heat. Bye bye now.